So let's pretend for a second that making music is like cooking. You can go to a store and buy all the ingredients in the world, but if you don't know how to put those ingredients together, how in the heck are you ever gonna make a dish that is delicious and that you wanna eat all the time, right? So today, we're gonna do the same thing with music. I'm gonna give you a recipe. Now it's like a bean and cheese burrito, but guess what? Bean and cheese burritos are really, really good. So this super simple, straightforward recipe could get you a long, long way. All right, so we're gonna kind of use just 3 basic concepts in this, and they're all really important, really big ones, and once you get the hang of them and start using them to connect things, really opens stuff up and makes it just sound great. So the first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna use a D major scale, right? And now there's videos I'm gonna link in the description for each of these subjects. So you just got your D major scale. All right, we're gonna harmonize that scale with thirds. Just check the video out. And then we're also gonna use the triads harmonized through it. So I was showing you in the D shape there, but we're gonna kind of use this concept kind of with a D shape and an A shape if you're doing the cage system. We'll get into it in a second, but it's a real simple double stop that kind of leads from one shape to the next. So yeah, let's just get into it here. All right, so this should be a pretty quick, easy exercise, but once you start getting used to it, you might find it in other places and other shapes, but we're basically just gonna play a 1, 4, 5 in D, which means we're gonna go from D the 1 to G the 4, back to D at the 1, then we're gonna go to A at the 5, and if you don't know what some of this stuff means, look it up. I think I have a few videos as well. And then we're gonna use double stops to get to those places. So I'm gonna play the example, and then we'll talk about it, all right? So D, G, D, A. Sounds a lot like Lean On Me, right? Lean on me. Sorry. So yeah, so let's talk about this. Let's get a little closer and I'll explain some more. All right, we're gonna use this A-shaped D major triad inversion here at the 7th fret. Okay, and we're gonna basically, on our double stops, we're using the B and the G string. So if we're gonna harmonize that, if you remember the shapes from the other video, we just go. Okay, and that sets us up for the G major triad, which is here at the 12th fret. See how that leads you into it? Because if you think about it, so listen to how it wants to pull. Like if I just play a single, so we're at D here, and if I just follow the scale, you can feel that it wants to go to the G, right? And so that's all we're doing, but we're playing a double stop, kind of harmonizing it in thirds, going. And it really wants to go. Feel that? And so that's a way that you can kind of try to get to G, right? Like I might be playing D and just playing whatever pentatonic thing or major thing I'm playing, like. See how it just runs me right up to it, right? And so I'm at G, and let's say I'm just kind of doing that. I could just go backwards on it, right? And now I'm back to D, and I can widdly over here at D. And then I do the same thing. I'm just gonna follow my harmony back. I'm at D, and I'm just going to the A. I'm just following the same thing. I'm still harmonizing though. So it's like. So that's what you're doing. If it can get confusing when you're like, how the heck do I get from D to G and some of these things? Well, you're using the scale, so you're just going. But then you're adding some flavor in the middle of it, right? Like you're harmonizing with these double stops. I might do something like. But really, at the heart of it, all I'm doing is I'm going. And then I'm just adding double stops. And then on top of that, I might add chords, you know, my triads, and then some scales with that, right? So. And so that's the concept. You find a simple melody line that you like, and then you turn it into the other stuff. So you can do this all over. So let's just do it with the D shape real quick and see if we can figure out a way to do it. So, right, the first part's easy. Could come way down here, right? That's kind of cool. And then, you know, so you can find it there. You can try to find different melody lines and harmonizing it in other places. And so you might try to even mix and match when you get really comfortable and you're like. And so, yeah, so what you want to do is kind of think of a melody line, mix it with some double stops to kind of get you from chord to chord. And then when you land on that chord and you're at your home, that's when you add your widdly widdlies to get a little fanciness. So hopefully that makes a little sense. All right, guys, that's a quick hitter today. We take your different ingredients. Don't just run scales or learn the double stop patterns, all these patterns, chord voicings. You got to figure out how you're going to connect to those things. And really at the end of the day, even when you start to get into crazy things like chord melody, the melody is the key, not only just the chord progression. So what you maybe want to do is map out a melody and then figure out all the different ways you can play it. Once you do that, man, you're off to the races. You're going to be sounding fantastic. All right, thanks again, y'all. We broke 2,000. How cool is that? So appreciate everybody, all the nice words, even the cranky words. I don't care. We all just having fun around here. So thanks again, everybody, for watching. Be sure to like and subscribe if you haven't. We got a lot of fun things coming up soon. And have a good one, y'all. Later.